All right, guys, we just got a crack in the market. We have, I guess, confirmed, you could say, the daily downtrend here in the SPY. I want to keep today's video short. Really, there's not a lot to say today. I want to see the weekly close. Let's look at the weekly chart really quick here, the weekly candle. If we close at lows, that's going to be meaningful. But if we just pop up today and make another doji, sort of like the last time we looked to be rolling in the market, if we just react off of the 675 level again and close mid-range on the weekly candle, it's just something I want to see before I do any new positioning. I do want to look here at what prior thing that I've been talking about this a lot, right? The market just hasn't been able to get any follow through, so it's been on my radar that this could be topping is a cycle. Bottoms are usually fast and violent, very clear signals, but topping is typically a cycle. And we've been looking very similar to the last topping cycle that we had before we rolled into a sharp correction. And what did we do? Well, first we lost the daily, okay? Lost the daily, popped up, confirmed, rolled. Then we lost the weekly, and then we lost the monthly. So guys, that's what we're in the middle of possibly doing here, but we need to wait for those things to confirm. Looks to be that we're losing the daily. All right. Do we lose the weekly? And if we lose the monthly, then, the market's going to correct back to the prior highs. Probably. Right. We'll see. We'll see. I don't want to bet the farm on that yet. But, as we begin to confirm these lower highs and reinitiate trend to the downside, then I'm willing to begin to take shorts on the market, on the broader indexes. I have a list of shorts here, guys, if you want it. These are companies that are already in solidified downtrends that I think are better to focus on than trying to short the high momentum, high beta stuff just because you think they're too high. On snapback days, those things can really snap back. So I think you're a little more safe in a list of names that are already in solidified downtrend, now moving down lower with the pressure of the market. So guys, that's what we're going to do. We're going to wait and see how the weekly closes, but it's the same thing I've been talking about for a while. These are my levels. This is how moving down in the market could look to me. All right, if we lose this level, pop back up and fail it, I'm likely to short the market. Be taking profits into this monthly level down below. If we get a little pop up again, that fails, makes another lower high, and we roll again. Another short initiated there, and probably taking profits, somewhere down into here. And at that point, I'm probably good. I'll probably have had a few trades off on that, make some good money, in the ideal world, and start to look for reversal signals, which tend to be easier to spot. And we'll get to that when and if that happens. I'm not going to get overly predictive just yet. A couple of things I want to say really quickly here is the RSP is not broken. That's, let's call it noticeable. We've not lost a daily yet on RSP. If we do, we'll talk about that then, but we haven't yet. IWM, have not broken trend in IWM. That's all the way down here at the 246 area, okay, is our significant swing low that we need to hold above to keep the IWM uptrend intact. And guys, this is such a big breakout here in IWM that, pulling back to that level and reacting off of it, TNA is going to be on the radar to the upside, okay? Of course, we need other signals as well to align with that sort of positioning, and we'll see. We'll see. I will keep talking through it, guys. Thank you so much for hitting the like button yesterday. I do appreciate it. I know you're coming, you're hanging out. I see people are watching, but that signal to YouTube is very helpful. A great show of support for me, and I appreciate it. So yeah, keep on hitting that. It takes 1 second, and I do appreciate it. And one last thing here, Bitcoin. Yeah, I don't care to be right, but I understand how to read charts and structure technical analysis. What the hell else are you trading on Bitcoin than technical analysis? This is playing out, what we talked about. And typically in bear corrections and Bitcoin, you see a pullback to prior cycle highs. We're hanging out right around that area. We're getting a reaction, but we need a change in character, okay? If you're investing, look, if you're buying all-time highs, why not buy prior cycle highs? If you're investing, if you're DCAing in, I think this is a good place to grab a few chips. But if you're going to trade, and this is a falling knife, don't try to catch it. Wait for a reversal signal. Let's look at how that looked. So, change in character, stuff we talk about all the time. Here's a bear market. Change character. What do you think I'm going to say next? First triple R after we change character, get back over the 200. Was right here, that worked. Next one, real clean, right here, that worked. Next one, right here, that worked. That worked. That worked. Like, oh gosh, wait for triple R's, wait for it to change character in triple R, okay? If you're a swing trader, right? Don't try to catch this falling knife. Wait for it to change character. What would that look like? Oh, I don't know. We've got something that looks like maybe it could do this. So just let it base out, do whatever it's going to do, get everybody all chopped up, but when it does this, pulls back, confirms, that's your buy. Okay, that is a more high probability trade, and I think it might look something like that. We'll see. This could keep going. We got some liquidity here for sure. We'll see, okay? And something else I want to notice here is emerging markets, something I've been looking to get in. We have like a 14-year breakout trying to happen here, and we're getting a possible shake and go. Breakout, fake out, shake out. Triple R trigger back through the area. Yeah, man, I've got a few good-looking emerging market names here. These are ADRs. This is a Brazilian aerospace and defense company. Breaks out, pulling back to retest the area. Did we get a reaction off the 50 and a remount of the 9? BVN. Guys, if you want this list, just ask. I will drop the link in your comment. Okay, possible trigger here. EC. All right, retracement. Let's see if we get a reaction and a remount. CIB. This thing's running away. Okay, I've been saying I love emerging markets, but I'm not going to buy this rip. I'm going to wait for it to triple R. Retracement. Let's see if we get a reaction and remount. SQM, pulling back to retest its 50, a little bit of a doji there. Let's see if we can get a reaction and a remount. And then I want to look at a few of the sectors. I'm concerned. Frankly, I'm concerned with the market. I mean, look, we react here and push back up, or we don't. Okay, if we lose this level and confirm below, this is on the radar to short, okay? This XLK, I might be looking at puts here if we do exactly, I drew this in for Bootcamp, but yeah, if we lose this level, confirm below, that's a short, okay? SMH, now this is interesting here. There was some, I would say, a bit of relative strength in semiconductors, and it's an if this and that. If we lose semiconductors, the market's gonna roll, guys. We lose tech, semiconductors, and financials, the market is gonna correct. Probably sharply, probably back to the prior highs, about 8% from where we are, about 11% off of all-time highs. Very normal price action. It's happened 16 times in the last 25 years. Not calling it, there are confirmation signals I'll look for, but that's the thesis, right? This Saturday, guys, we're going to go much deeper. We're going to get the information of the weekly close. Come to that. Email me, warrensnacks@gmail.com, and it's not a pitch. It's not a webinar, right? I don't mention anything that's not asked of me. I do live market analysis. Go look at all of the sectors, all of the indices, and build a plan for the week ahead. And I think this one's going to be pretty important. So guys, come hang out 8:30 New York time Saturday. Email me. I'll shoot you the link. But yeah, we'll see. Is this just a simple retracement back to the breakout level here on semiconductors, reacting off the 50? If we retrigger in semiconductors, that's interesting. And then XLF, the last one here, this concerns me a little bit. Let me get this out of here. As I said, I was kind of drawing things, but this is a bit of a concern. We lost a daily here. We pulled back, made a new low, right? We had a daily swing low, made a new low, pop back, lower high, lower low. We're going to get a lower high now. Yeah, we'll see. So if we lose tech, financials, semis, the indices start to roll. We'll see. This is all things to plan after we get the information of today's candle, the weekly candles, and reassess. Just, don't be afraid to trade downside price action. It's trend continuation. It's a simple matter of, do we initiate and confirm the downtrend? Lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs. If that is the environment we enter and we have a clear, likely target, correction target of the prior highs, I mean, if we lose the monthly, we're going there. Probably going there. It's just how cycles have worked in the past. So yeah, guys, I'm not likely to do much today. I'll have my eye on those emerging markets names that I said if we get a trigger here in the emerging markets ETF. All right, back over the 9. That's going to be that'll have my attention. Okay, so guys, don't go crazy. Stay safe. Manage your risks. We're going to evaluate pretty deeply this Saturday. For now, probably going to pump the brakes. That's it. I'll see you soon.